Y'all, this past week has been the most drama-filled week the Wiz PvP community has had in literally months. And what is in the center of all of this drama? Boosting of all things. I can't imagine a singular bigger waste of time than literally inflating your Wiz rank. That's what boosting is. But let's dive into the details because this one is a little crazy. So essentially, right, if you're a normal person, you'll queue, you'll win some, you'll lose some, your rank will go up or down based on your win rate, yada yada. However, let's say that you're not a normal person. What you might do is get your high rank friend, have him intentionally lose to you multiple times over and over and over again, and climb the leaderboards that way. And for the longest time, there was a handful of people, probably 5, 6, maybe more, and they were using multiple accounts to basically do this. They were queuing each other on purpose, and they were basically fleeing against each other so that they could keep on getting rank from each other without actually fighting. Now, obviously, on the surface, it is just stupid behavior. It doesn't really hurt anybody or help anyone. It's just stupid. Maybe they were using it to flex. Maybe, I don't know. However, Wiz took it way serious. The two people that were mainly responsible for the boosting got 100-year muted so that they can never PvP again on those accounts. And some people did it so excessively that they got straight up banned from the game. And the idea is simple. If you're using a side activity in a way that is just not intended, it could result in a crazy mute or a crazy ban. Now, when we hear numbers like 100 years, right? Like, I obviously think the next question is this like, you know, justified? Is this the dev's fault? Is this the player's fault? And I think whenever a video like this comes out, there's always people that say, oh, there's no way it could possibly be the player's fault. The devs made this possible. Guys, to my knowledge, I still don't know exactly the details of how they boosted, but for them to have done it for a repeated number of times and to have communicated, you know, to do it with each other, it's clearly something TOS related. And while it might seem, you know, like harmless at face value, what it does is it does create a problem where, let's say that a school is doing very badly, like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, fire right now, right? There's no fires at the top of the board. If a fire school is not designed to be doing well in PvP, they might look at their win rates to, like, you know, justify that as a dev, right? They might actually do that. But when you have a bunch of people getting rank for free and not actually fighting on their fires, what you start getting is inflated rank, and it looks like fire's actually just as competitive as every other school. I think the problem gets worse because this specific group of people, they never queued each other to actually fight each other. What they would do is they would inflate their ranks, and then they would make sure other people could not get to their ranks by queue sniping. This is well documented. This has happened multiple times to streamers and non-streamers. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think a lot of people are making this argument well enough, but it is extremely toxic. Like, let's say that you have a wizard that's actually not that high rank. You boost them so that they are high rank. Then you queue people that actually earned their rank, but now you set for them or you watch their streams. You're just preventing them from actually ranking up in an honest way because you're so self-obsessed with their own fake rank. Now, obviously, you can tell that I'm kind of annoyed and angry about this. And here's the thing. I'm annoyed not because it really affects me. Frankly, I don't care queuing against people with inflated rank because, frankly, if I can beat them, I can get more rank than I would have anyways. So me personally, I don't really care. But the real issue here is that the leaderboards aren't legitimate when you do stuff like that. It just completely removes any legitimacy that the game has and that the PvP scene has. I think the biggest shame in all of this is that rank literally means nothing in this game other than some cosmetic items. And here's the thing. Yes, the cosmetic items, they're cool. I'm not even gonna act like they're not cool. Like, these decks, they're cool, man. And the Warlords one, they really do look cool. And you have to be Warlord in order to create it. But to really risk your whole account and to also make the queue a lot more toxic because, you know, you have to queue dodge your friends and you have to target other people, I just feel like, is it really worth the deck? Is it really? Because I don't think it would ever be. The other crazy part about this whole boosting thing that, again, I don't think gets brought enough attention to, for this to have worked, there had to have been some players that were ranking up legitimately, right? If one person kept losing to another player to boost their rank, they're eventually going to get so low that they're not actually giving this higher ranked, fake rank player as much rank as they need, right? That means that that person that's feeding the rank, they have to rank up legitimately at some point. So some of the people that got banned, they probably got banned not for boosting themselves, but for queuing legitimately and then just boosting others. It's such a waste of energy and time, and there was no reason for actual good players to get caught up in all of this. Now let's talk about the hot take of the day. I feel like 100 years and mutes and bans and all of that, it seems very excessive a punishment for something that's not, in my opinion, as bad as other things that people have done. I think Q sniping with set resist and jading are simply bigger problems than boosting, and I have a feeling that that's something a lot of people agree with. So the crackdown on boosting seems a little weird. However, I think the message seems kind of clear. If you make the game so much about yourself that it has to come at the cost of other people, and you're just breaking TOS left and right for your own gain, there can be very serious consequences. But I think the bigger takeaway is when you PvP, play to PvP. Don't just play to see a fancy number go up as much as you can, because at the end of the day, yes, it's fun to win, but if you don't actually have any real PvP matches on your way to those wins, who the hell cares? I think in the future, though, if they do see boosting that's like not as severe, I assume this must have been crazy severe, like a lot of fake rank for them to literally ban people for 100 years or whatever they did. Like, it was a long time frame. I feel like if it's not as severe, they should just rank reset and also mute them for a season. I think that's what they should do, so that, yeah, you get the message, right? If you do that, you're not able to PvP with other people that are playing legit. But at the same time, it doesn't just completely boot people from the community, which, you know, like, let's be honest, not all of them were garbage. My recommendation for the people that actually got caught in all of this is to, and this is frank, they don't have to take this at face value if they don't want to, but I would argue that a lot of what caused this was their attitude towards all of this. A lot of them were very nonchalant about it. They acted like it was just like not a big deal at all. They were literally in my stream chat just talking about it openly, acting like they deserved to still, like, you know, have their rank and stuff. And they have such an inflated opinion of themselves as PvPers, even though they boosted their rank. I think when you have that cocky ass mindset, when you're literally a goofy goober Mickey Mouse gamer who needs to actually have their hand held through your rank, when you're that guy and you act like you're not, I think that makes the CS department a lot more willing to crack down on you, because I'm a billion% sure that when you go out of your way to advertise you breaking TOS, it's a billion times easier to justify banning your ass. And that's something that I have to get off my chest. The number of people that I had DM me after this happened saying that I got my wish and that they got banned and that I should be happy about it. My wish was not that people would be banned for boosting. My wish is that your mind would not have been so brain dead that you actually thought that boosting was a good use of your time to begin with. The fact that that message got lost in all the translation is something that's mind-blowing, and I pity the people that actually feel like they're in the right for doing all of this. That's my 2 cents on this. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Do you guys think the punishment is super severe? This is the most severe punishment they could have gotten for this. And if you do agree with the severity of the punishment, do you think that they should take stuff like boosting, Q sniping, and jading more serious, so that the Q is more welcoming for average players, 1, and 2, it actually treats people that aren't sellouts for, like, you know, fake rank, like, it treats them with the respect that they deserve too. I feel like there's going to be a lot of opinions in the comments. What I will ask is that people keep it respectful. People don't, you know, just attack everyone under the sun. And please don't blame me for this. I don't control people boosting. Obviously, that should go without saying. I look forward to reading every other one of those comments. Thank you guys for all the love. Stay awesome. See y'all soon. And yeah.